What's up, guys? Garrett Hikus here with Chasing the Dream TV. This week we've got a couple guys down from all the way out in Idaho to do a little bit of archery turkey hunting with us.
Let's go! He's nice.
Now that's a giant.
Finally happened.
Oh man. Wow. Look at the payoff.
Yeah, buddy. We did it.
So it's pretty crazy how this hunt was even lined up. Back in late fall 2020, Carson and I headed out to Idaho for his archery mule deer hunt. And this is the first time either of us had ever been out there, so this is a whole new ball game for both of us. So how we even wound up out in Idaho is kind of a long story, but Carson's grandpa, who passed away a couple years ago, always loved going out there to visit his family, and they always went hunting and fishing and camping, and he would always tell Carson stories about it and tried telling him he needed to go out there to hunt or fish or do something. So in spring 2020, Carson put in for an archery tag in the unit where his relatives live. So shortly before his grandpa passed away, Carson was able to tell him the news that he drew the archery tag. After most of our deer season was over here in Nebraska at the end of November, it was time for us to start our 15-hour drive out to Idaho.
Ready to roll? Let's roll.
The first evening we got out there, Carson's relative George, who was kind enough to host us the whole week at his place, gave us a tour of the unit and the areas he liked to hunt. The next day we headed out to the mountain in hopes of glassing up some bucks to make a stalk on. After seeing a couple deer at a distance from one of the parking spots on the mountain, we decided to hike up a big ridge and found a good spot to glass on the opposite slope where we found those deer. After sitting there for a half hour or so, not able to glass up the deer we had seen, I stood up to get something out of my pack and caught movement out of the corner of my eye. Another hunter was sitting there on the same ridge, maybe 50 yards away where we couldn't see when we first walked up. That other hunter was a guy named David Lamont. We ended up BSing and hitting it off with him and wound up hunting together the rest of the day, if you want to call it hunting.
Okay, so yeah, I was sitting on the mountain in early December, I think, trying to glass up some mule deer. Found a few in the bottom, didn't find any big bucks. Sitting there eating a sandwich, freezing, absolutely freezing. And I had this strange feeling, so I had this moose walk in front of me. I kept hearing crap. Didn't know what it was walking through the trees, but moose walked in front of me like 6 yards. For whatever reason, I turn around and look, and there's this cute little white face looking at me. wearing all this camo, and I'm like, are you serious right now? I've been sitting here for 2.5 hours, and there's a guy 30 yards this way eating and beef jerky and hanging out with his buddy, glassing up the same hill I am. I've been here for 2.5 hours. Like, what the hell? Anyway, so he came over, we met up. Lo and behold, we started BSing. Next thing you know, we're hanging outside of the mountain in Idaho, trying to get a mule deer, or at least glass them up. It was pretty much my last day for the year, so I didn't really care. I'm just hanging out, having a good time, being a good host. Showing a couple of Nebraska boys where to look for mule deer, even though I couldn't find one. I did end up putting a stalk on some, and then I think we saw a moose right in our way on the way out. Got within 30 or 40 yards of her. She wouldn't get off the trail in the dark.
Yeah.
Hope we can get that close to a muley tomorrow. Hey girl. Come on, keep going. Good girl.
One of the topics we covered was archery turkey hunting, and that's where this ball started rolling.
Now I'm out here chasing gobbles.
My name's Patrick Kosmicki. I'm the owner of Archery Idaho in Idaho Falls and in Pocatello. Originally from Martin, South Dakota, so fairly close to here. And David Lamont, who you guys have seen earlier, he works at my Pocatello store, and he mentioned going turkey hunting in Nebraska. And growing up as a kid, we used to come here pheasant hunting, and I'm like, well, turkey hunting sounds fun down on the Niobrara. So we loaded up and we got here on Thursday, and beautiful country. Man, every time I'm down here, I just can't believe like just how gorgeous it is. So we went and we're looking for some birds and roosted one lone tom.
Well, David and Patrick got in from Idaho this evening, and Carson and I met him in town for supper, and then we rushed out, got back to the cabin, gonna try to go roost some birds. So Carson and David went down on the creek bottom, and Patrick and I came out here to the hills, look for birds roosted in a couple spots, and I thought I heard a faint gobble. When we were probably, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile east of here, so we kept coming down. It started getting louder, so I sprinted up here over 2 ridges because I can't get the truck anywhere close to it, and found this bird roosted right in the top of one of our best draws for deer. So hopefully we can try to get set up on him in the morning. I'll get a little bit more footage of him, but he's still gobbling. We'll see if I can show where he's at. It's kind of hard to see, but that black spot right there in the tree in the center of the screen is the tom. Just on my walk back out from roosting a bird, walked by this old tree stand that's right here. Now look here. Little yearling antler from this year. Awesome.
And then the next morning, got after it. He tried to kill me, I don't know why, hiking through the dark, and I'm a fat guy carrying a bow and arrow through the woods. Got set up, beautiful place where we put the decoys, and then the ground blind was at like a 45, which is, it was awesome. I mean, we were in the dark, so it was the perfect place set up, and you guys will see, we made it work and made it happen. Great story behind it, but.
All right, Patrick and I are set up on one of the only flat-ish spots below where this bird's roosted. She's an understatement. Yeah. We roosted him last night. He's at the top of this draw, but we kind of got down here and set up. It's really not very flat at all. He's talking back to us quite a bit, and he's not that far away, so I think we can get him pulled down. I hope so. I think we stand a decent chance. I think so. He keeps coming. Tom gobbled his head off the roost, and then got down, flew down to the hillside. He gobbled back quite a bit, went up to the top of the ridge, and we don't know if he was just going up there to feed or something, but he gobbled back, and then he circled around and got his wind down. Completely circled. up over that ridge, down into the creek by where we parked and walked in at. And then he made a loop all the way around us. Now he's on the opposite side of the creek behind us. And he flew up into a cedar tree. He's at 55 yards sitting up in the cedar tree. We don't really know what the hell's going on. That might be one of the dumbest turkey hunts I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, it was crazy.
He's literally circled all the way around us. I just got done filming that last bit. Like, I literally, he flew down.
Recon.
Yeah, he sat up in this tree at 55 yards. The decoys are in plain sight. They weren't moving. So we're like, oh, maybe he doesn't like that there's no movement. And then just as I finished filming that last little bit, he flew down. And I didn't know where he flew down to. I thought he went east. He literally 10, 15 yards over here, just to our right, walked in.
And then I shot the decoy.
Smoked the decoy. Oh, he's toast though.
Oh yeah, he walked 10 yards, 15 yards, he's dead. Nebraska turkey boys. Yeah, Idaho boys come to Nebraska, kill a turkey. That was fun. First turkey with a bow.
Awesome.
All these years of bow hunting. Just never thought of shooting a turkey. Now I'm hooked. Let's go do it again.
That's awesome.
Let's do it again. That was fun. That was fun.
Let's go get him.
On a 45-degree angle on my knees.
This is about the least ideal spot for a turkey, but...
No chair. No chair. Let's go get him. That was fun.
That was. Oh, both arrows are right there.
Look at that. Stainless steel VAP. Grim Reaper. Wowzer. Dude, that was awesome. That was great. Woo. Look at that. Giant hole in them. They're so pretty. Super fun. Super fun. Nebraska definitely gave us the goods. 2 for 2.
Yeah. Full pass through on the Jake decoy.
Didn't even hurt it. Gave it some character. Dude, thank you. That was super fun.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was super fun. Matthews Traverse for the win.
Just found a shed in the creek. Topping off the morning.
Absolutely. What a beautiful morning. Yeah, this is what's so pretty right there. God, that's pretty. Look at that. Those oranges, greens. How did it feel?
I think we're in for a good morning.
I hope.
I think we'll be good.
Don't look at him, he's ugly.
There, you got him. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Yes, dude. That was the most beautiful hunt I think I've ever been on. Yeah.
That's a big bird. Yeah. That's a big bird.
It's a good bird, but it's all about the experience. You guys are phenomenal. I mean, the whole trip's just been great, and I've only been here for 2 days. Like, we're having a heck of a weekend.
Awesome morning. Big bird. Worked pretty much exactly how we hoped it would. Pat and I came out and roosted these birds last night on this new property that Neil got us on, and just really couldn't ask for it to work better.
Well, I mean, it could be a little bigger. All you guys' leg work, man, I appreciate it. Man, I thought them birds were gonna go away from us, but they came in. I think we had probably 13, 14 turkeys total.
We worked hard on my hunt for the single, but then when we found the birds roosting on the other property for David's hunt, I mean, that just worked like as slick as you can get. You know, it doesn't get better than that. Like, it truly doesn't.
Man, it was just beautiful. Going out this morning, listening to the gobbles, I mean, maybe, what, 80 yards away?
It worked and worked well. I appreciate David, you know, inviting me, because he hooked it up, you know, when he met you guys up on the mountain in Idaho. And I was like, when he said Lynch, I'll be honest, I was like, where's that? Google Maps, and I'm like, oh God, 15 hours of driving, shoot some turkeys. But I'm gonna tell you, it was worth it. It was a good time, super relaxing. It's fun hunting. And it is, I mean, hello. It's beautiful.
No, it's been a good time. It's been fun. A lot of silliness going on around here, but
yeah, I'd like to thank them all for their hospitality and treating us like family. There has been some shenanigans, I'm not gonna lie, but that's what hunt camps are all about. So I'd tell everybody to get in touch with them and see if they can't fit a Nebraska turkey hunter. So if you guys are gonna do a big game hunt out in Idaho, especially with a bow, come see us at Archery Idaho in Idaho Falls and Archery Idaho Pocatello. You can't beat our customer service. Our prices are right in line with every place else in the country. But the one thing you'll be when you leave is family. And we do want to be the destination shop for out west archery hunting. That's my goal. And we'll get there. We'll get there. Baby steps.
chasing the dream, man. Follow them. They're doing their thing.
We hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Thanks for watching Chasing the Dream TV.